Welcome to the bold analysis. If Moses Kuria was bitter with the deputy president because of him being removed from the Ministry of Trade and Industrialization to the new ministry portfolio, then that beef between the two seems ought to have ended.
And look with an eye of sympathy to what is happening to the great county of Meru. All is not well. I have counted that since the advent of devolution, Mount Kenya region, and that includes Nairobi because half of the voters in Nairobi are from Mount Kenya region, our county assemblies have impeached governors 9 times. 2 of them in Meru, 2 Wambora from Embu 2 times, Kiambu, Muranga, Kirinyaga. And I'm saying maybe it's about time, in the spirit of inclusivity, we let other regions also impeach their governments. Why only us? Why only Mount Kenya region? Is it only us who have got this?
That is number 1. Number 2, if Moses Kuria is uncomfortable with the fact that, or rather, if Moses Kuria has taken over the responsibilities that were under the office of Musalia Mudavadi, because Musalia Mudavadi was given the Foreign Affairs portfolio, then it can only tell you that he's getting the backing of head of state. 2 recent communications, or rather conversations that are going on in this country around Moses Kuria. Number 1, Moses Kuria is asking Mount Kenya, is it only in Mount Kenya where governors are corrupt? Why are you impeaching? Is it only Mount Kenya governors that are corrupt? He's asking. That's question number 1. Question number 2, Moses Kuria is telling Rigathi Gachagua that the real king has left, so the fake king can now come and take over. And I have seen analysts taking an angle, a very predictable angle, that Kuria is hitting Rigathi Gachagua and the beef is about the kingpinship. And the discussion about the kingpinship even came up during the King Charles visit in the country. So that has been a very direct line. And remember when Ruto was saying that the real king is here, so I've suspended the kingpinship. And I want to see how he trolled the clamor for kingpinship.
He did inform His Majesty earlier that in Kenya there is a concept called kingpin, and there is a contest for kingpins around Kenya. Different regions have different kingpins, and there is a vicious contest for this kingpin position, which literally amounts to not so much. But this week, all contests about kingpins have been suspended because the king himself is in town. Let us drink to the long life and good health of His Majesty King Charles III and Her Majesty Queen Camilla, and to the enduring bonds of friendship and partnership for the shared prosperity of the people of our 2 great nations. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya. God bless the United Kingdom. Asanteni sana.
As William Ruto is trolling Rigathi Gachagua on, of course that swipe was targeting Rigathi on kingpinship, Moses Kuria is also consistently having a swipe at the DP on the issue of kingpinship. And then that is why I arrived at a different position. While it can be true that Kuria and Rigathi are vying once to be the kingpins, maybe, but what is the loophole, or who is behind this beef? Ladies and gentlemen, kindly subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell and like our videos. And today is the day that we are closing the 100 shillings challenge towards the purchase of the wheelchair to these 5 beautiful children that are having cerebral palsy and autism. And I can tell you, I just realized that the wheelchairs are very expensive because of the different specifications. But I believe that as we close today, we'll be able to achieve the target we are going to do until Saturday. By Sunday, we shall have closed this fundraiser by that 4th. I think I wanted to do it early and very fast so that we can fall back into our daily analysis without the fundraisers. And may I say thank you very much. Kindly, let's push through, and I believe that we're going to achieve the target. You can also get out to us. Thank you for also giving us more feedback on this. Now, I want to veer off from the usual predictable conversation or the usual predictable narrative that Rigathi Gachagua and Moses Kuria are fighting on who is to be the kingpin. And let me tell you, Kuria is Ruto's gun for hire. Why? And can I confirm to you, do you know that Moses Kuria even had his own party? That chama cha what? Maendeleo. Chama cha Maendeleo, maybe. And that party was formed as a contingency. And even after forming that party, he was still told to fold it and came back to William Ruto. And do you know that in 2019, even by that time, Rigathi was not close to the deputy president. It is Moses Kuria that started the first onslaught against Uhuru Kenyatta. And when they were clashing with Anne Waiguru, when he was saying that Uhuru Kenyatta had left the region and was supporting other regions, do you know? And while we saw very well that Kuria, maybe Ruto might have punished Rigathi by Kuria by removing him there, but Kuria was just removed there. According to me, Kuria was removed from the trades ministry because he fell out with this international. You know, remember US envoy coming here and cannot meet Kuria because of bad mouthing, and even the foreign affairs team, even the other diplomats coming to the country, they don't want to meet him because of bad mouthing. So that's probably why he was moved. But he just to justify, to be seen as if to sanitize himself, he decided to portion blame to Rigathi. But I don't think Rigathi is the person that will make a call that we have to remove Kuria. That will not be it. So there is something why there is a loophole that is going on, and this is the loophole that is being exploited. The first loophole: Deputy President has projected himself as very vulnerable. That is where that beef is the loophole, the first loophole Ruto is using. When Deputy President has been trying to push for a unity, and that unity push went to an extent of even going after, begging his closest, his worst political enemy, in quotes, Uhuru Kenyatta, for a handshake. Ruto realized that this man is vulnerable. And he expressed that vulnerability. And the moment he was, even if he wanted to be, because for me, I believe that a kingpin does not announce himself as the kingpin. No. No one is going to announce you as the kingpin, as people think. A kingpin is an honor you will just earn. You will not force yourself on people. You will just earn it. So Ruto realized the deputy was vulnerable, and the moment Rigathi raised the alarm that I'm looking for Uhuru Kenyatta, Ruto realized, bas, huyu nimemweza. And that is why Moses Kuria has been sent. Number 2, William Ruto has successfully, the second loophole is using, is the failure by Rigathi Gachagua to unite the mountain. It has failed. And Rigathi has failed so many traps. I still insist, if he wanted to unite the mountain and fight for the interest, look at what's happening in Meru. You know very well that Mithika Linturi is the one fighting Mama Kawira, my friend Kawira, Wangaza. And you go to Meru and say, I will leave Marians to decide for themselves. Now you yourself, you are the kingpin, you are the person who should be calling the shot, saying, fanyeni. Then you decide, I'm not going to be in it. Because you've decided to support a political scheme by Mithika Linturi. You know. So if you even wanted unity, you want to show that you have interest, why don't you solve the problem? Because at the end of the day, people who are suffering are not Kawira Mwangazas, are actually the people of Meru. So Mount Kenya East, that has failed. It has failed because you have insisted that, despite the fact that Ndindi Nyoro and Kimani Ichung'wah knew Ruto even before Rigathi, you want these people to go through you to William Ruto. And it has failed. And because it has failed, Ruto has decided, you know what? That beef is thriving there. And it is thriving because Moses Kuria knows very well. With that split, there are people that are going to support him. I saw the photo of Moses Kuria with Raila Odinga and Kalonzo Musyoka in Mombasa, I think the other day. And you know, he's trying now to get to pull the strings. Number 3, and this was set to fail, is coffee. The coffee and tea subsector collapse. The coffee has failed. I saw now, you know, after making a lot of activism, I'll deal with coffee, I'll deal with this, the auction house closed. They're no longer buying. So they have gone back there and they're buying at a price that they want. So he knows very well, and Moses Kuria knows very well, that the guy has been disarmed from the grassroots. It has been disarmed. Look at one man, Maina Njenga. Maina Njenga was here yesterday. Look at what Maina Njenga has been doing. He's already almost winning another level. You know, he might not win political seat, but he has the people there. So he's realized that Rigathi is a man under siege. And the person that is plotting everything is William Ruto. In fact, looking at what happened at the coast, when the king was there, I tend to believe even William Ruto was pushing for so that Rigathi meet the king. I am seeing that. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my point, and let's meet in the next. Thank you very much, and let's continue supporting the wheelchair challenge. Asanteni.